Today, we are going to be going from noob to pro in Roblox Be Rich. But this time, we're starting over with a brand new super OP limited bundle, which just got added in the newest update. Stick around to the end because we made it almost through the entire game, and consider subscribing. As you can see, I am on an alt account, orange short 7. I cannot believe we've made 7 of these. I don't even have an orange traffic cone anymore. So this is the brand new hive. Let's go ahead and buy it. Oh my gosh, it's so painful. No, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to. And we have purchased the mech bundle. So if we go back to our base, you can clearly see this stupid chili basic hive, which makes us 0.4 honey a second. Not even honey a second. Literally 0.4. We can go ahead and get rid of this because we're obviously not going to have space when we drop this mecha hive. It literally is the size of the entire base, dude. That's crazy. Let's put it as to the side as possible. I think this is bigger than the other hives. I don't know if I'm misremembering. Maybe it just looks bigger because it's taller and it's wider, but this is a pretty sick hive. As you can see, there's literally buildings that are being destroyed, and there is a stupid giant fat bee that's yellow that's destroying all the buildings. That's a mech. He's a mech suit. Let's go ahead and check this queen, however. The queen comes with a 25 times luck, a 1.15 times yield, and a 1.15 times sell value, which is not that crazy. That's pretty. It seems like the queens are getting better and better, though, because this is better than the queen from 2 updates ago. It's almost the same as the queen from an update ago, though, but I think there's a difference between this hive and the last one, especially just the way it looks. But we are literally went from making 0.4 honey a second to 90 honey a second in the first 3 minutes of playing this game. Maybe not even 3 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes. Now that we have this extremely overpowered hive that can hold 13,000 honey a second and makes 90 honey a second, let's collect, as well as the OPP that has a 25 times luck. Let's see how fast we can go to pro with this. I mean, we literally already skipped like 2 hours of the gameplay. If we go to sell, we are already at $90,000. And we have everything we need to rebirth. We just need to collect the honey. So let's go ahead and lock the molten. Let's lock the molten comb. Let's lock the gale vial. And let's lock the earthen comb. And with that, we have everything we need to rebirth aside from the 35,000 honey collected, which should not take very long at all. We can sell everything else, and we completed a quest as well. We got a basic hive for that. And with that, we can go to this jar place and purchase 3 fancy vases. I understand it's not pronounced vase. It's vase. I don't even care. I'm calling it vase. I know. I'm calling it vase. I'm starting. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Anyways, it's literally maxing the vases out instantaneously. That's crazy. We're already halfway through the first rebirth, and we've been playing for 5 minutes. Not even. I said that while it turned to 5 minutes, so 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, royal comb. We got some crazy stuff so far, but we just need 35,000 so we can rebirth. And then we'll get the new glow shroom hive. I don't think that was a part of the game before. Let's go ahead and sell all of the stuff that we have and see what we can purchase. 145,000. There's not really anything, but we need to start working on crafting as many oasis hives as possible. I'm assuming that's still the move. It seems so. And with that, we should be able to craft it, because it's raining right now, especially, an oasis hive with the soggy comb. We need a soggy comb, though. Do we have one of those? Oh, we've gotten some. We need to use our earthen combs, though. And we only have 1. Okay. It might be too early to start. Oh, no. We just got 6. Oh, we have 20 of them? Yeah, I'm not concerned. With that, we can go ahead and craft 3 oasis hives. We need to buy 20 pond hives and 20 desert hives. If you're wondering what my favorite method is for getting to the highest level in this game as fast as humanly possible, it is this. This is the method, okay? You just craft as many oasis hives as possible, dude, and you will be chilling. Trust me. Especially as a free-to-play. It might take you a little longer, but even as a free-to-play, you can still get really far in this game as long as you are efficient with the crafting. The beautiful part of the oasis hives, and the reason why I try to build them and the reason why I use them as early on as possible, is because once we rebirth and we hit 35,000, we're gonna lose this vase. But we are not going to lose these oasis hives. Anything you craft in this game will stay as long as you crafted it. So that's very beneficial. Beneficial information. Anywho, let's go ahead and collect all of this stuff from all these things. Why is this beehive taking so long to produce the honey, man? And with the 3 oasis hives, we are now producing 100 honey a second. Absolutely speedrunning this game. Boom. And this rain is giving us a lot of soggy combs, so that's going to help with producing as many oasis hives as possible. For the first early half of this game, we need to go ahead and try crafting the bee veil as well as the honey pendant. With the 10 basic hives we just bought, we can craft this honey pendant, which will give us better stats. It'll increase our yield by 1.1. It'll increase our capacity by 1.1. It'll increase our speed by 1.1. And then the next thing is the bee veil, which will make our bees work 20% faster when we are standing on the plot. How do we craft that thing? I already forgot. 30 basic hives, 25 forest hives. So let's get to buying hives. Sell all this nonsense. And with that, we should be able to purchase the bee veil. Oh, we don't have citrus jars. We sold all of them. I'm stupid.
We've officially hit the amount that we need to rebirth, but let's save up until we have all of the citrus jars we need to craft this bee veil, because that is going to help us a lot. We already got a celestial gel? There's no way. That's actually crazy. So we are millionaires, correct? We have become we have already become millionaires. We played the game for 10 minutes and we are at $1 million in Be Rich. That's crazy. Okay, we can finally craft the bee veil, so let's go ahead and equip that. And now we are way more stacked. We're chilling. This is exactly what we need. We can honestly go ahead and rebirth, and we should be chilling in terms of crafting oasis. We sold all the soggy combs, so it doesn't even matter. Let's just go ahead and rebirth. Boom. And with that, all of our vases are gone, but since we crafted these oasis hives, they are still here, as you can see, and that is what makes this method so powerful. So let's go ahead and pick those up and place them in a better location. Okay, mecha hive. We can place the mecha hive over here. I don't like that oh, now it's facing the correct direction. Before it was facing this way, so all we saw was this all the time, and it's kind of impossible to even see what that is, but when you see it like this, the hive looks way cooler, because it's like an entrance, and we are at 112 honey a second. We should have bought potions. I'm an idiot. Firstly, check if we have any of the things we need to rebirth. The light and the shadow vial we cannot sell. Lock that, shadow, lock that, and we have everything we need. So everything else can be sold. So let's go ahead and make $153,000, and we can go ahead and purchase all of these small luck potions, all of these small yield potions, and all of these small speed potions. And with that, we will have a small boost for the entirety of the time. So instead of having the 25 times luck boost from the queen, we have a 27 times luck boost. And our new goal is to save up for this industrial crate, which is $175,000. I don't think that's going to take a very long time, however. Collect all that honey. Collect the honey from the oasis hives, and we should be able to purchase at least one of them. At least one industrial crate, I think. Oh, I sold all the soggy combs. No, we need those for the oasis hives. I'm stupid. And we didn't even get enough to purchase. Okay, lock the soggy comb. The earthen comb and the soggy comb are the thing that we need to make sure we keep, because of the fact that it is so essential to crafting the oasis hives, and the oasis hives are going to carry us through most of this game. Is there anything we can craft that I might have overlooked? No. Thankfully, this update did not overcomplicate the game very much. I don't like when that happens. But what is this weather thing? Night? Oh, you can pay for it to happen. 27 Robux, and we can make it nighttime? Oh, we can make it daytime. Oh, you can cause a fallout for 199 Robux. You can cause an inferno for 149. A void for 99? Dude, that's crazy. You can just buy the weather events. This person made their farm look so aesthetically pleasing. What in the world? They only have Limbus hives, and it just looks so cool. And then he's got a Fort Nectar right here. Why does this guy's base look so cool? Wait, there's got to be some reason why all these people are using Limbus hives. My base that I completed the 5th rebirth on does not look this cool. This guy's base looks cooler than mine, even though I have like 1 million of the super rare stuff. His base still looks cooler. That's not cool. That's messed up. Anyways, purchase an industrial crate, and with that, it should make collecting honey a lot easier now. I'm not too worried on crafting a collection jar, because buying the jars is relatively easy. What we need to use our resources on is these oasis hives, obviously, once again. So now that we have a lot of money and stuff collected, we can sell all of that and come over here and start crafting oasis hives. We have 163 soggy combs and 25 earthen combs. So I don't even know how many that is. We need 250 desert hives. Let's just buy 100 so we don't confuse ourselves. Oh my gosh, this is literally taking forever to buy all these. And we have 101. I'm stupid. Why did I do that? Anyways, and with that, we have crafted 10 oasis hives, which are going to be very useful in farming as quickly as possible. Look at all the space we have for the oasis hives. We need this. Anyways, let's get to placing them as efficiently as possible, because we need them to have the most amount of space available. We need to make sure that we maximize the amount that we have. Industrial crate. We can go ahead and place that somewhere where we can't fit another one of these. So look at all this space that we have to place more oasis hives. We just need to spam oasis hives. That is the goal. We can make 3 more is my plan here. And then we can buy 3 more industrial crates, and we also need to craft 3 more of these oasis hives. So let's go ahead and purchase 30 of each pond hive and desert hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I wasn't even counting with what I was purchasing there. I was just counting. I might have some sort of problem, honestly. Now that we have 30 pond hives and 30 desert hives, we can purchase a 3 oasis hives, which will fill up our base entirely. And then in that empty space that we have between the super OP mecha hive and our oasis hives, we can put 2 industrial crates. So as you can see, oasis hives, bang, bang, bang. And in this space in between our super OP new hive and all of this, we can put these 3 crates, which instantly filled up. Wow, that's crazy. We have everything we need for the rebirth. I didn't even realize that. We just have to get to 125,000 honey, which should not take long, especially with the setup that we have now and all of this storage space. Our total, let's check on our total capacity, because that also matters. Our total capacity is at 34,000 honey a second. So to rebirth, we just have to fill up our entire base, like 5 times or something. But we literally are making 308 honey a second. This guy's making 5,000. Okay, we can ignore him. But this guy, oh, they just have potions enabled. Okay, ignore them. Ignore them. They've got crazy stuff. But this guy's making 27 honey a second. We're flexing on this guy. He's got, I like that he's got to work on crafting more stuff, man. He also just has to rebirth. There's no way that he hasn't gotten to the rebirth yet. Anyways, with that, now the next craftable thing that we are going to focus on making is the wild spire hive, because it's quite easy. You just need 4 terra hives, 4 magma hives, 4 storm hives, 4 coral hives, and a life vial. It's very, very easy as long as we can get to the next rebirth and then focus on that, because we can't do that just yet. We need to get to rebirth 2. We are only able to do that as fast as we are because of the fact that we have this super OP hive and super OP luck benefits. Otherwise, this would take way longer to get those wild spire hives, but since I have so much capital from this super OP hive, it's not even a worry in my brain. We also get life vials so incredibly easily because of the fact that it's so powerful. But we can use this medium luck potion and see if we get anything rare, which might make us super, super rich super early on. We kind of just have to wait until we rebirth, so let's go ahead. Oh, with that, we've gotten to the second rebirth. Boom. Let's re-equip our bee veil because for some reason it always glitches. And we've opened up a bunch of space, so let's go ahead and collect all of these hives and move them over. I'm literally lagging. It's not collecting the hives. We can take our 16 oasis hives and place them like this. And now we just do the exact same thing. We maximize the amount of oasis hives placed. Boom, boom, boom. We have all of the oasis hives placed down. And now we just need to move our mecha hive so we can open up more space for everything else. Boom. Hive placed. If we place it here, now there's a bunch of space to place more oasis hives, or maybe wild spire hives is the goal now. But we are making 245 honey a second. Let's go ahead and sell all of the stuff we have so we can purchase a new jar. If the game stops lagging, we don't have anything for a rebirth yet, so we can just go ahead and sell all of this stuff. And we now can purchase these terra hives, the coral hives, the storm hives, the magma hives, and the voyager hives. But with that, we can purchase an industrial... Oh, we can't... Whoa, I'm too poor. With that, we can go ahead and sell all of this honey that we have and purchase a jar of any kind. We just need a jar to hold the stuff for right now. We can place it right here. Hopefully, we will be able to find a way to organize it so that it fits here. But for now, we can lock the ash vial because that's one of the vials that we need to rebirth, as you can see by this. And if we come over here and sell everything... Oh, a life vial. Lock that because we need that to make the wild spire hives. But with that, if we sell everything else, we make 461,000, which will allow us to purchase a oak cask, which increases the amount of honey we can store dramatically. We just need it to rain so we can make as many more oasis hives as possible. But honestly, I think we might be chilling with the amount that we have. Maybe 2 more, and then we should be good. We can sell all of this and maybe purchase another jar, potentially. Yes. And with that, we don't have to worry about running out of space for our honey. We can kind of just focus on collecting this stuff, selling it, and making enough money to purchase the magma storm and coral hives, because this is going to be really expensive. We're going to need a lot of money. This is where our super OP queen comes into play that we have purchased in today's video. We need to get lucky enough to make a bunch of money from one thing that's super rare that we end up collecting. That's usually when we get that money, we can use that to fund the creation of a bunch of wild spire hives and a bunch of oasis hives. And yeah, pretty much that's it. That's the plan. We've gotten all the ash vials we need, but now we need a mist vial from rain and a lunar vial, I'm assuming at night. But with all this stuff, we can just go ahead and sell it and purchase better jars. So another oak cask, and we can go ahead and sell one of these industrial crates. And if we place the oak cask right here, we should be chilling. On this rebirth, we're focusing on crafting as many wild spire hives as possible because this is the cheapest, easiest thing to craft. It's pretty expensive right here, but as long as we get something super rare, we should be able to fund the purchase purchasing of all these hives. And then it'll be quite easy. From there, once we rebirth, we are going to focus on the fort nectar. Because at that point, void gels probably are going to become less difficult to acquire. And then we can get as many hive of lives and hive of deaths because those are so easy to get. And then we'll be making 30 honey a second on each fort nectar. And if we spam those, we can eventually get to the utopia hives. And those are incredibly easy to craft. And then from there, we will literally become super, super rich. But for now, we are back to our super poor base. No, oh my gosh. Except for the fact that we have this super OP mecha hive, dude. That's crazy. How much honey are we making a second? We're making 287 honey a second. We have a 40,000 total capacity, which is not that bad. It's not that good either, though, honestly. We need to go ahead and sell all of this stuff. And instead of upgrading to another oak cask, we need to purchase some luck potions. 2 medium luck potions, 2 medium yield potions. No, just 1. I'm stupid. Thank you. Okay. Drink that. Drink another one. And with the honey that we make here, we should be able to afford another luck potion or something of the sort. We should make a lot of money, basically, what I'm trying to say. And with that, we can purchase another. No, we can't. We're literally so poor, dude. I need something rare. Give me something rare right now. We need something rare. Our potions are currently bringing us 447 honey a second, so we are scaling really hard here. We just need to get something rare. We have a luck potion and a yield potion at the exact same time, which is exactly what we need to get something super, super overpowered. But so far, we have not gotten anything good, dude. We should be able to get a lunar vial here because it's nighttime, though, so at least there is that. Yeah, we did. Wow, I literally called that. That's crazy. Lunar vial, lock it, and now we just need it to rain, and if it rains, then we will have the mist vial, and we will be able to rebirth, because getting the 375,000 honey is so easy. That is not a focus. That is not any of my focus. I'm just trying to get... It only costs 49 Robux to make it rain. I'm literally gonna do that, probably. That's so easy. I have nothing else to spend this money on. Sell all honey for 245,000, and with that we can purchase. Our potions are about to run out, and we still have not really gotten anything super crazy rare, which is quite unfortunate. Please, I need money. I think we just need more oasis hives. That's always the solution. The solution is 1 million oasis hives. A death vial. I got an eye of nectar for 1 in 700 million. It better be this easy to get one when I'm trying to rebirth past 5, but for now this is the rarest thing we have. Let's go ahead and put this on display. Let me put it on display. Okay, it just does not want to go on display. Anyways, with that, we can go ahead and sell it for $156 million. There's no point in keeping that because we won't need it until the maybe 5th rebirth. So for right now, we can focus on spending that money on maybe some large speed potions and purchasing everything we need to craft wildspire hives. So we have 3. We're using that money to get 12 of each of these hives so we can craft 4 wildspire hives. I don't even know if they'll fit on the base, but that's not what matters. Oh, we only crafted 3. We don't have another life vial. Okay, my math is not very good. That's not what I'm known for. I'm not known for... Our speed is so high because of the large speed potion, and I'm wasting it by not being here. What is our total amount right now? We're at 848 honey a second because of all the potions. That is another thing that is super important to focus on, is the fact that the potions are super overpowered, and using them to your advantage is extremely important. This quantity of oasis hives is way better than a wildspire hive, so my goal is to fit as many wildspire hives that we can get in this area without taking away from the oasis hives, which might just be 2. It might only be 2 hives. But once we rebirth, it'll open up a space for the 3rd one that we just made. So now we just need to wait for it to rain. We can open up some space by placing honey vials instead of... We can open up some space by placing honey capsules instead of anything else. We might be able to place all 3 wildspire hives if I move these honey capsules over to this inconvenient location, but it'll open up space right here for another wildspire hive, because this one should be... Oh no, never mind. I'm stupid. I'm actually dumb. I take it all back. Why am I so dumb? Well, now these are just in an inconvenient location. I'm gonna pick them up. We've collected all the honey we need, so now we just need it to rain. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a perfect time to test out the new weather update, because this was just added in the most recent update, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I've ever seen this thing before. So let's go ahead and purchase a 50 Robux rainy thing. It's 67% off because it's brand new. And I purchased a rainy event, and now it is raining. Look at that. It turned from nighttime to rain. I mean, that was probably a waste of money but with that, we can get all of these mist files and everything we need to rebirth. So let's go ahead and do the rebirth. Boom. And we now have way more space on our plot for everything we need. Wildspire hive. We can now finally place all of the wildspire hives, dude. We can also fit our super OP mecha hive into the corner more because it's not fitting. And we now have to move all of these oasis hives, which actually is like the worst experience ever. So let's go ahead and buy an industrial crate before we do that. What do we need to rebirth from here. We need a void gel and an arc gel, which should not be super complicated to acquire. Should be quite easy. So let's go ahead and use the money to purchase some sort of jar. I don't like crafting them because you need to refine, and honestly, refining isn't even good until you need to rebirth on the 5th rebirth. But until then, we just don't need to focus on that. I'm gonna lock the soggy comb because I feel like maybe we could make a little more oasis hives. I'm not sure. Go ahead and sell everything. We have 70,000. Oh, and since we rebirthed, we have to re-equip the honey pendant and re-equip the bee veil. If we go over here and sell everything we've gotten, we have $660,000, which gives us enough to spend on some luck potions, which is exactly what we need. Also, a larger jar. So let's go for 2 oak casks per chance. No, 1 industrial crate and 1 oak cask. But as long as we have the most amount of storage space possible, we should be fine. Place the oak cask and boom, we have more storage space. We have $563,000 to spend. Let's go ahead and get a speed potion so we can ramp this up. I'm not too concerned about our storage space from here because I can kind of just keep collecting everything we make. And if I speed up the honey to 600 honey a second, we should be chilling, especially with the luck potions to capitalize on the amount of luck we have. But we really need something super rare on this rebirth. As long as we can get as much money as possible on this rebirth, we should be chilling. We got an oblivion gel. That's going to make us a lot richer. That might be able to help us purchase some better stuff. 3.1 million. The only thing we can use that is to make an insanity vial, but we don't even need the insanity vial for right now. For now, we just have to keep focusing on making wildspire hives. Well, actually, a hive of life and a hive of death and a Limbus vial. Let's go ahead and purchase a refiner. If we purchase this industrial refiner, one of these is going to give us the capability to make a Limbus vial. If we sell all of that, we have all the things we need to purchase this fusion refiner. No, we still need 800,000. Ah, I did not realize how easy it is to craft Limbus hives as long as you can get a lot of money. So our focus is actually not to get wildspire hives anymore. As many of these gear accelerators as possible, and then to make as many Limbus vials as possible to craft as many Limbus hives as possible. Because if we can fit a bunch of Limbus hives in this area, then we are for sure going to get the arc gel that we need as well as the void gel. But we should still work on making these wildspire hives. So let's go ahead and get 4 coral hives and 4 storm hives, 4 terra hives, and just 4 of each hive over here. Oh, I'm out of money. No! I need 1 more magma hive. No! It's 500,000. Now we can craft another wildspire hive, which we have enough space on this huge place now to put it down. We also need to just move all these oasis hives because I've been delaying doing that. They're placed so ineffectively. We can't maximize the amount of stuff that we have put down. If one of our other hives evolves, it's going to be way better for us. So let's go ahead and place this industrial refiner. No, that's not what I'm looking for. These oasis hives. We've activated a medium speed and a medium luck potion, and hopefully this will get us something super, super rare. With all of that, we are making 652 honey a second and 46,000 total capacity. With a 31 times luck, which is mostly from our 25 times luck OP mech bee. Our wildspire hive has also gotten an electrified mutation, which is good for us. It's going to make us a lot more honey. We need to work our way for a fusion refiner so that we can start making Limbus hives. But even then, we still need to just get something super expensive. So for now, we just have to wait. While AFKing, we've collected a total of $1.4 million, which is still not enough to purchase anything super rare. So let's just go ahead and use that money on potions and whatnot. We need to wait for the gear shop to restock first, so I guess we just continue to wait here patiently. And after AFKing for a moment, we've collected $2.4 million, which is not anything crazy, but it is enough to purchase some medium speed potions, some medium yield potion, and a medium luck potion. And if we take all of those potions at the same time, we should be significantly luckier, and we should produce more honey quicker. So let's go ahead and use all right here. And with that, we should be producing way more honey and be way luckier. Yield potion, use all the speed potion, and we are at 1,000 honey. We have literally hit 1,000 honey a second, which is a major, major milestone. But let's go ahead and AFK farm a little bit longer, and we should end up with something really rare. And after AFKing even longer to collect as much honey as humanly possible, we have gotten the 750,000 we need. Have we gotten anything super rare? No. Gotten incredibly unlucky. That's crazy. Okay, anyways, we can sell all of this stuff for 7.5 million. But the good part is that we can use that money to purchase things like medium luck potion, medium yield potion, medium speed potion. We can also purchase a large luck potion. And if we drink all of these, then there's no way we don't get something rare. And if I don't, because I said that and I jinx myself, then I'm just going to be depressed. We got a giant stinger that is super expensive, I'm pretty sure. Just right off the rip already. We're at 1,000 honey a second. We have a 40 times luck boost right now because of all the stuff. We go to the market and sell this giant stinger that that we don't need. We are at 138 million, which means we can purchase this large yield potion. We finally got something super rare, which is going to help us a lot. And with the large yield potion activated and all the other medium and small potions, we now make 1,737 honey a second. We got a celestial gel. How have we not gotten any void gels? This is insane. We literally have 31 times luck right now. And for a moment, we had 39. When does the gear shop restock? We have enough money to just continuously buy the rarest potions, however, which should make it super easy to get this stuff. We just need to wait until the gear shop restocks, and then we should be chilling. But if we sell everything we have just gotten, we make 3.9 million doubloons. And with that, we can purchase this fusion refiner. Now, if we come here, the fusion refiner should give us the ability to make Limbus vials. But the cost is 5 hours, as well as 1 death vial. Do we have a death vial? We should have one by now. We still don't. But if we go to the market, we can purchase a gear accelerator for 100 million. I don't even think that the Limbus hive is worth that much, dude. We can, however, purchase the largest jars. 3 of these should make it significantly easier to collect way more honey. 3 honey silos. Because as of right now, it would be cheaper to make 2 more wildspire hives. I don't know if we could even fit 2 more wildspire hives, however, so it might actually be worth it to get a Limbus hive. I'm still unsure. We sell all this stuff, we get 2.7 million, and with that, we can spend 100 million on this pocket watch, which subtracts 4 hours, as well as 2 gear accelerate. No, we just got 1. But now we have to commit to making the Limbus hive, which should not be that bad, I think. That might have been a mistake, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. Medium luck potion, buy. Medium yield potion, buy that. And there's no other good potions in the store. We're being scammed. The royal crown costs 20 gilded combs. And to make that, we need, I believe, as many basic refiners as humanly possible. And if we line all of these up, we only have to do this once, and then we won't have to do it. But this is the way to get the royal crown the most efficient way possible. Once you have a bunch of money and you have some gear, if you place a bunch of these basic refiners down and just start making as many gilded combs as possible, getting that crown is really easy, and that crown is super overpowered. So, right now, we are going to focus on getting as many gilded combs as humanly even possible. Oh, okay. Now we can use this gear accelerator, which subtracts 1 hour from the process, and we now have a bunch of gilded combs. I was like, why has my luck been so bad? I forgot that it literally is bad. I don't have the crown, which is way better than this first beehive thing. But once we get that, we should be super overpowered. So with that, we should be able to craft, hopefully, enough. Oh, we need to do that one more time. Oh, but we only have a pocket watch. That's actually awful. I need a death vial. Queen's remains, 1 in a billion. That's exactly what we needed because we were running out of money. This thing does not have a purpose as far as I'm aware. It might be for like the 6th rebirth, but for now, we can sell it and make $315 million, which should fund us to purchase some gear accelerators. And with that, we should be able to get the thing again. The thing I was trying to get desperately. Gilded combs, as many as humanly possible. And with all of those gilded combs, we can now come over here and craft as many of those chairs as possible, these royal hives. So we need specifically to be able to create that crown, we need 25 royal hives. So we need 25 basic hives, I believe. 25 basic hives. So let's go ahead and with that, we can make 25 royal hives. And with that, we just need to collect 500 royal combs and we'll be able to create this royal crown, which gives an insane luck boost. So let's just go ahead and collect from our thing, and we hopefully have enough to make it. I think we should. Oh, we're like halfway there, so we just have to wait. We can now pick up all of these garbage refiners that are just sitting in the middle of the open, taking up space, wasting air. We got an arc gel! We can go ahead and lock that because that is what we need to be able to rebirth. With that, we should be able to craft. No, we still are short on royal combs, dude. You gotta be kidding me. But the gear shop is about to restock, and we will be able to buy a bunch of stuff from there. So at least we have that. And we still haven't gotten a death vial. If we get one, we can make a Limbus vial, and then the Limbus vial is going to be super overpowered. Oh, we have gotten one, but not recently. Maybe we did and I sold it. I don't know. It's only 1 in 2 million. That should not be that crazy considering the insane luck that we have. A death vial! We can start the refining process for a Limbus jar and use one of these gear accelerators as well as a pocket watch. And we now have a Limbus vial, which means if we purchase a hive of life and a hive of death, we can craft a Limbus hive. The gear shop is restocked, so we can now go and purchase some medium potions and maybe even some large potions. I don't know if we can afford any. Large yield potion, 10 million. Dude, we can. So now with that, we should be able to drink all of those, and we should make a lot more honey right now, as well as placing this new Limbus hive, which should make us way luckier. Wait, did I sell all the royal combs? No. I locked. I don't have to worry about that. We should have enough to craft that, I think. No, we're 10 short. Are you serious? Okay. If we go ahead and sell the millions of stuff that we have, we get $4.8 million. But the most important thing is that we have enough royal crowns. What? Did I not lock the gilded combs? No. I have to place all that garbage back down. That mistake happens like once a video. I use the gear accelerator and collect. They need to make this more efficient. We need 4 more. So stupid. And with that, we can finally craft this thing, correct? Yes, royal crown crafted. And now if we go to our head and equip the royal crown, we get 2 times sell value and 8 times luck, which is insane. Those statistics are insane. We should now be able to purchase a large or medium luck potion, and we will literally have like 45 times luck, which should make getting the arc comb super easy. Arc comb. The arc gel. I don't know why I said arc comb. I'm a goober. We can pick up all that stuff and sell. Is there anything that we could work on? We don't have anything for a fort nectar. The gear shop has not restocked, so we kind of just have to sit here and wait. Is this honey silo even working? This guy is literally on the same rebirth as us and has gathered more honey, and yet he has less money. He might be hoarding things though, but I think we've just had more luck than him. We're literally at $100 million. That's so crazy. We can buy anything we want at this game. Every time we visit the shop, we make another $5 million. Just an endless amount of money. Medium luck potion bought. Medium speed potion bought. Large luck potion. Large yield potion. And if we take all of those potions, then we should be making a lot of honey. We're at 1,554 honey a second with a 47 times luck boost. We are insane right now. All we need now is a void gel, and we will have finished this rebirth. I've just made 2 Limbus hives, and with that, we are going to get a hive of life, hive of death, 2 hive of lives, and 2 hive of deaths. And with that, we should be able to craft 2 more Limbus hives. Boom, boom. Because of that, we should have way better luck now. We've now maxed out as much space. We got a Limbus hive here, 2 of them, 1 here. We got a bunch of wild spires and a bunch of oasis hives farming up. And when we rebirth, we don't even lose any of that stuff. And then on top of that, we have the super OP hive that we bought at the beginning of the video, the mech hive. So, I mean, we're literally insane right now. Let's go ahead and sell all of this nonsense, and the gear shop restocks in 3 minutes. So, until then, we are broke. Look at our glorious farm and how it's coming along in the super OP mech hive that's literally just sitting in the corner carrying us, honestly. It's probably doing most of the luck that we have, even in this base in general, because the OP hives are basically the equivalent of the Utopia hive. I'm pretty sure that the Utopia hive pretty much has the same stats, maybe a little less luck. I just got true essence. Oh my gosh. How do we get true essence and not a arc gel or a void gel? How does that even make sense? But with that, if we come over here and sell, we should have $24 million. I mean, we even got the queen's remains and whatnot, and that stuff is 10 times rarer than the thing. Why did I say the thing? That's 10 times rarer than the void gel. But when are we going to get this void gel? I think the fact that we need the void gel makes it rarer than if we just didn't have... How is the oasis hive even mutating? There's nothing going on right now. Oh, it happened before the sugar rush event even started. That's crazy. Anyways, with that, we can purchase this medium speed potion as well as this large yield potion, but no luck potion. No, that's so unfortunate. The luck potion is the most important one of all. But if we produce a lot of honey, that should make us a lot luckier, I guess, in theory. So hopefully that ends up working. We're not even producing that much more, though. We're like making 3 times more. That's so unfortunate. Now that we have rejoined, we're making 1,871 honey a second. I don't know if that's the correct amount, but that is definitely not what we were making before. We got true essence. How did we get true essence before a void gel? How does that even make sense? It's not even that rare. 1 in 50 million. I finally got a void gel. Oh my gosh. And after all that grind, we can finally rebirth. Dude, that was insane. And now we lose all of our containers, but we still keep everything else because we crafted it all, which is the benefit of crafting it once again. Our Limbus hive is mutating to sweetened. Oh my gosh, we got a 1 in 400 million prototype storm. 200 million right off the rip. Or we could use it to craft something. Is there anything that we can use it for? No, just the retro hive, I'm pretty sure. I remember this thing not being too useful, so we don't have to worry too much about it because because the only time that it's useful is if you just have an absurd amount of it. So it's not even useful. We can go ahead and sell that. It probably is better when you're like maxed out with a bunch of stuff, but we are very limited in the amount of stuff we have. So we can go ahead and use that. We can just place down these 3 queen reservoirs. How much honey can we store here? 200,000.
But with that, we've used the brand new mech queen as well as this brand new mech hive to get all the way up to the 5th rebirth,
which is one of the very last rebirths in the game. We pretty much almost beat the entire rebirth system and caught up.
In literally an hour and 45 minutes, we have gotten to the point where we are almost caught up with the entire game.
So if you are wondering how powerful the mech queen is, you have it. That's how powerful she is.
Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, like it. And if you want to see more Roblox Be Rich, subscribe.
Also, please hype the video. I don't know what that is, but they just added that. That's kind of cool. Anyways, please do that, I guess.